Let me guess, you've got really ambitious growth goals to hit this year, but you need more leads. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the 2 different levers you can pull to bring in more leads for your business today. Let's get into it. Hey team, how are you going today? For anyone that's new to my channel, my name's Conlin-Hurd. I've created over 450 different landing pages and funnels. I'm the co-founder of Persuasion Experience, and on this channel, I talk about everything marketing, mindset, and money to help fast track the growth of your business. So if that sounds like you, make sure you hit that subscribe and like button, and also stick around until the end of this video so we can start getting you more leads. When it comes to lead gen, there's 2 levers that you can pull. There's quality and there's quantity. Now that doesn't mean that you have to get heaps of crappy leads that your sales team can't close if you just want quantity. And it doesn't mean if you just choose quality, you're only gonna get a few come through. But it is a balancing act when you are doing your lead generation. And there's different tools and tactics and strategies to help you pull on either of those levers. So some clients that we work with, they want a flood of leads. They have a hungry sales team who need more leads ASAP. And that's when we will pull harder on the quantity lead. We work with other clients that they have lots of leads. That isn't a problem. They don't necessarily need more leads. They want higher quality leads. Their sales team are somewhat booked out. They don't need to grow. Maybe they've got constraints internally, but what they want to start doing is attracting whale clients or higher ticket clients or dream clients. And they want to get rid of and disqualify some of those clients or leads that are starting to take up their time and are not a good fit. All right, so I'm just gonna get straight into it today, and I'm gonna show you one of the funnel maps that we use with our clients. Now, this is a pretty simple lead generation funnel. And what I want you to remember with your funnel is a funnel isn't optional. It's every single touch point that somebody has with your business. Also, it doesn't end at acquisition. So today I'm going to be focusing on acquisition, but what I want to show you is what we work on with clients. So you have acquisition, which is attracting them and how to make them find them. Then you have the activation, which is the sales process, the retention, then you have the referral, and then you have the revenue. So your funnel is effectively just your whole business and every single touch point somebody has. But we typically focus on acquisition first because most people don't have that working. Now, what I want to also bring to your attention is you might have a different funnel depending on the temperature of traffic. So what we do is we work with our clients to figure out what is going to be that traffic channel that they're actually going to be focusing on, because that funnel can be and look a little bit different. So let's assume with the funnel that we're doing today, this is for paid ads or it's for your email list. It's for a warmer type of traffic, not necessarily colder. Because what we can do then is we can choose a traffic channel, we can build what we call a lead well, and then you can keep dipping into that lead well until it runs dry. So you want to get one channel working with a funnel, you keep dipping into it, but then you want to build more so that you have all of these funnels and you diversify and you don't have an over-reliance on one traffic source. For today, how do you get more leads? Let's look at the funnel map. So at the top of our funnel, we want to be entering the conversation that somebody's having. So you can see here from traffic, there's an arrow going onto the offer page. So this is like your landing page or your sales page, but this is what's going to be getting people to get on the phone with you. This is what you're offering. In other videos, I talk about how to make high converting landing pages, sales pages, and how to create golden hippo offers. For now, I'm going to be focusing on this funnel map and the touch points somebody will go through. So you can send traffic that's actively looking for your offer straight to the offer page. But what happens is most people get really focused on in-market leads. So people that are actively looking for them now, which means that they don't expand their web, they don't expand their funnel past that 3% of people actively looking for them. But what about the people earlier in their buyer's journey? Remembering that somebody's going on a buyer's journey, whether you help them or not, they go from completely unaware of a problem all the way to most aware, trying to purchase something to solve that problem. They do not wake up one day in that most aware section of the buyer's journey. They go through step by step, and they go through step by step whether you help them or not. So at this point, what you can do is have an opt-in page. And on this opt-in page, there is a lead magnet. And this lead magnet enters the number one burning question of your prospects at that point in their buyer's journey. And you're going to nurture them towards needing you. So some people need you right now, they're in market, some people are not. And if you want to broaden the amount of leads that you're pulling in, that's where you will use something like a lead magnet. Now that opt-in page, you can have get email, you can have get phone number, you can have get email address, and then your sales team can hypothetically follow these people up. Again, it depends what lever you want to pull. Is it the quantity lever? Is it the quality lever? Now, some companies we work with, they do not have their sales team following up these ebook leads or quiz leads or whatever the lead magnet is. I've got another video on how to create a high converting lead magnet you can go and watch. So some of them are calling or following up manually with these leads. Others, they are allowing the funnel to do the nurturing on autopilot. So you don't have to be actively following these people up. You can be nurturing them on autopilot and helping them move through their buyer's journey. Now you can see here when we go through the funnel, and this is a very simplistic funnel. You always want to launch minimum viable. Each one of these diamonds is what we call a decision diamond, and these are the touch points. So someone lands here, there is an action to be had. Do they take the action? Yes or no? And a funnel is just mapping out those touch points and deciding what is going to happen. You want to control and optimize that experience, because each of these touch points can be a leak, and each of these leaks can sink your ship. Little leaks sink big ship, and each of these links can be losing you revenue. So if these aren't controlled and optimized at every single step, you are losing revenue. This is why I love funnels, because you have the click, and that's really well done. Thank you, traffic team. But now there's everything that happens afterwards. And again, it's not just acquisition, then it goes into lifetime value, retention, and how to ascend that person to make more money. Because what you want to end up doing is have this really beautiful growth flywheel where you actually end up boosting the AOV, the LTV, depending on what metrics you measure. But ideally, you're increasing the lifetime value of every single lead that comes in. So that means that if you can get more money out of every lead and every sale, and you extend the lifetime value, that means you can invest more money into acquiring your leads. And the businesses that spend the most to acquire a customer will always win. But the money is made on the back end, not typically on that front end purchase. The next touch point is our high converting sales page, offer page, landing page, whatever you call it. But effectively, you're trying to get somebody on the phone here typically, or you're trying to get them to do a demo. You're trying to motivate them to take action. Now, if your landing page currently says, get a quote, talk to us, chat with us, or it doesn't even have a clear call to action, that is very, very naughty. You need to go to the sin bin, because what you need to have on this page is you need to have copy and an offer that is going to persuade and motivate someone to take action. It's not fair on your sales team to be serving them up crappy leads, or to not be using your marketing to persuade the highest quality leads and to get people excited to be on the phones. So even a lot of clients we work with don't even have inbound systems yet. They have a lot of outbound and people hustling to get these leads. But how much easier is it if you have systems set up where someone puts up their hand and says, yes, I want this. So on this page with this quality lever, you want to be creating what we call a golden hippo offer, and you want to be stacking the value of what is in that offer. Now, often with our clients, that is duh. They're like, well, yeah, of course we do this, and of course we do this. But one of the biggest things we figure out is, what are you really selling? What are you really selling on this page? Don't try and sell everything. You're trying to sell getting them on the phone. So number one, you don't want it to stink like a sales call. You don't want it to just smell from a mile away like somebody's going to be getting on a sales call and being sold to. You want to position it so that you're going to be providing value. You want it to feel like that somebody's going to come off that call or come off that interaction better than what they came in. And the way to do that is to understand their dream outcome at this point in the funnel, at this point in the conversation that they're having, and show them that you're going to give them that. Right now, your prospect or your lead is in crappy point A, and you want to move them into desired point B. Crappy point A, desired point B. We are just a vehicle to move them there. Remembering that businesses just exist to solve problems, and the bigger the problem, the more we're rewarded. So what we want to figure out is, what problem are we solving here, and how can we show that in an offer that's going to persuade and motivate somebody to take action? That is what this page does, and that's how you can start to pull that quality lever so that people actually want to talk to your sales team. So they would have come through the opt-in. If they've done this, they've gone to the offer page, and now we think, okay, have they taken up the offer? Not many people are going to be ready to, so we want to have relentless follow-up at any point. What you're thinking about here when you have your emails is how long is your lead to sales time. And that is what's going to guide the amount of emails, the frequency of emails that you put out. I'll do a separate video on email marketing and how to actually map out these, but basically you just think of it as it's the journey. So you would have mapped out the buyer's journey, you know the questions they have, make sure these are valuable, make sure that you're answering questions and moving people along, and also make sure you are selling somewhat in them. But you need to remember the point of an email is to get the click and to put them back here. The point of this page is to sell them. So you want to be selling the click and getting them excited to come to this page and take up the action you want them to take. Now, what you can do as an extra qualification layer is something called a qualifying questionnaire. So if you're getting a bunch of really crappy leads, what you can start to do is implement a qualification process to boot out leads that you don't want to talk to. So you figure out what that is. You can do a multi-step. For the love of all things conversions, do not have a form that's like a whole page with all of these different form fields on one long page. Gamify it, show progress. There's lots of other ways to do it. If you want to know how to make a high converting form, let me know in the comments. I've got thoughts on that and I'll make a video on it. But what you want to do is you want to get questions that are valuable for the sales team so they're going to have a good sales call, valuable for your marketing so you can keep adjusting the top of the funnel messaging. But also by having form fields and having these multi-steps, it makes the person feel like there's going to be effort put into the call. So don't be scared to have form fields. You want to be qualifying these people. Now, if you really don't care and you just want anybody to get on this call, sure, have name, email, phone number, and an open field. But often, from a user's point of view, actually having some form fields that ask them things so you can be better prepared on that call is better for them. So that would happen in here where you would have that qualifying questionnaire, and then you can get them to automatically book into a calendar. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see, is that businesses are relying on their sales team to do the admin and to have to book their own calls. Now there might be some of that. You can see down here, I've got the sales team might need to follow up, but for a very large part, you can have people just automatically booking into your calendars. If that offer is irresistible enough, people will book into your calendars. People will be banging down the door to work with you. So have an awesome offer, have a calendar booking, and then you can have the follow-up as well. Honestly, here you can be having emails to nurture people to book in, because what you want to do is remove as much of the admin work and as much of the manual labor that your sales team does and automate it through your funnel. Okay, and our next quality lever, and one that is so underutilized in a funnel, is the thank you page. So on a thank you page, you want to do 4 things. And one of them is not say thank you. You want to congratulate them and future pace them on what they've just done. You want to say, hey, well done, you're one step closer to doing this. You want to tell them what's going to happen next. You want to remove any friction, any post sign up dissonance, and remind them what the next action steps are. You want to remove the friction before it happens. And then you want to ask them to take another step. So the best time to get somebody to do something is when they've just done something for you. So they've just signed up. What do you want them to do next? Should they add it to their calendar? Should they follow you on socials? Should they fill in a form? Should they do whatever? Think about what your business objectives are and then put them on that thank you page. And then the sale process starts. You want to make sure you have relentless follow-up, and we have a whole funnel built out for this activation phase. How to turn a lead into a sale. If you want to see what that is, let me know. I'll make a future video. Otherwise, team, I hope you enjoyed today's relatively quick video on how to get more leads and those 2 different levers you can pull: quality and quantity. If you have any questions or you want me to check out one of your funnels or your landing page, make sure you leave it in the comments and I'll shoot you a loom with a couple of tips of how you can boost your conversions. But if you did like today's video, please make sure you subscribe, you ring the bell, and you let me know in the comments and let me know what videos you'd like to see in the future. Otherwise, team, have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.